we're all ready. So the first thing I'm going to take, well, the second thing I'm going to take out is the recipe, the Hamantash recipe, and it's going to tell us everything we need to make our Hamentashen successfully. Okay, so let's start. 2 eggs. So 2 eggs, I don't see them in the box, but you know what? I ran to my fridge and I took out 2 eggs. So everybody make sure you have 2 eggs. 1, 2. Kaya, do you have 2 eggs? Show us your 2 eggs. Woohoo! Kaya has 2 eggs. Okay, ready? Let's go to the next step. Sugar, I need a 1/2 cup of sugar. This is all pre-measured. That means we measured it already and put it in the container so you don't have to. So you don't need measuring cups and you don't need measuring spoons because everything is already measured. Phew, that certainly makes it easier. Okay, sugar, see, sugar. Okay, I'm putting it down here so I remember to use it. Next, oil. Let's check to see if I see oil. Yep, I have oil, 1/4 of a cup of oil. And again, it's pre-measured, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay, vanilla. Here's my vanilla. Just a little bit of vanilla, just enough to give it a yummy taste. I'm gonna put it on top of the oil. Okay, next, flour, a lot of flour, 2.5 cups. Kaya have the flour? Kaya has the flour, I have the flour. F-L-O-U-R, flour, that's right. And then baking powder, that helps make my Hamentashen poofy and light and fluffy. Well, not so fluffy, but not very hard. Okay, we're ready? That's my baking powder. Next, filling. So I have chocolate chips and I have jelly. Hi, what do you have? Chocolate chips and jelly? Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna move this box away because I don't need it anymore. I like it. Maybe I'll save it for something else, but I don't need it for my ingredients anymore. Okay, are you ready? Let's also make sure that we have all the necessary tools to make the Hamentashen. You can do it 2 ways. You can either use a bowl, that's what Kaya has, a bowl and a good heavy spoon to mix the dough and all the ingredients together. Or you can use a machine. This is a mixer that is electric and it makes things easier. So I'm going to use this one. So we can do each one. You can do either one. Also, everybody make sure you have a tray that you can stick into the oven. I put on parchment paper so it doesn't stick, on my baking tray. Okay. I also turned my oven on. I preheated my oven to 350. So it's all ready. So right when I put the Hamantashen in, the temperature is 350. All right, who's ready to start? By the way, want to see what a Hamantash looks like? Let me show you. Yum, yum, yum. This is what we're making. I'm so excited. Are you ready? And oh, want to see all the other things that I have on my counter? I have roggers so that when we hear the name Haman, what do? And I have masks. Kaya, do you have your mask? We have masks that we can put on to hide who we really are. But I'm Sarah, and that's Kaya. No mask could hide that. Okay, and the Hamantashen remind us of Haman's hat, and we want to gobble it all up so it's no more. Okay, ready? Let's go. So I'm going to lift up my mixer. Kaya, you're going to put everything in your bowl, and we're going to follow the ingredients and the recipe directions. Okay, we're going to put in all the wet ingredients first, and that means we're going to put the oil in. I'm going to put the 1/4 cup of oil, and then I'm going to put the sugar in. Did you know that even though sugar does not look like a wet ingredient, it turns into a wet ingredient because it gets all dissolved. So I'm pouring it into my oil. And before you know it, you're not going to even be able to see the sugar, but you'll be able to taste it. Okay, next. Ready? Now I'm going to do my eggs. Kai, you ready for your eggs? Here, let's move these away so we keep everything neat. Okay, I'm going to crack my egg. And you know what? I'm going to check to make sure there's no blood in my egg. I don't want to eat blood. It's not kosher. So I'm checking. This looks like the perfect egg. Okay, Chaya's, you can ask an adult to help you. Chaya is asking me to help her crack the egg. So let's do Chaya's egg. Okay, now I'm gonna stick the egg into the bowl. Now I need another egg. Crack it. Let's open it. I'm trying very carefully not to get any shells in my Hamentash dough because I don't want it to be crunchy. Okay, Kaya's turn. Ready? Looks like the perfect egg. Thank you, chickens, for giving us such wonderful eggs, right? Okay, so now in my bowl, either in this bowl or a mixer bowl, I have my oil, I have my sugar, and I have my egg. Ready, set, go. Let's mix it. And let's mix it really well. My mixer makes noise. Kaya's hand doesn't make any noise. Ready? Mix it until it looks light and fluffy. Wow, Kaya, you have strong upper arms. Okay. I'm going to turn my mixer off because mine looks really nice and fluffy, and so does yours. That's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to lift this up. Now we're going to put in our dry ingredients. So I'm going to open this up, but before I put it in, want to know what I'm going to do? I'm going to mix my baking powder inside because I don't want my baking powder to kind of get lost in the egg and then get little bumps. I don't like the taste of that. Okay, so I kind of mixed it together in my flour, just like this, just a little. Now I'm going to pour my flour and baking powder mixture into my bowl. This way the baking powder gets completely mixed into the flour and batter. Ready? Okay, I am, you know what I have to put in? We'll put it in soon. Put in the vanilla as soon as we're kind of mixed. So let's go, we're gonna mix this up. Okay, almost. My mix, how's it going? Want some help? Okay. Let's see, we're gonna mix it and see if it gets together. Well, flour attack. Let's see. We can get this mixed. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll up our sleeves and mix it together. And how about if we add a little vanilla inside? Not sure why, but this mix is not getting mixed. What do you think? We put in the oil. You know what we're gonna do? Let's add a little bit more oil and another egg and see how that works. Want to try with me? Okay. I'm gonna grab some more eggs. Let's do another egg. Everybody, if you're having this batter and it's just kind of crumbly, we're gonna try it with another egg and a little more oil, and we'll see how it works. See, that's the fun with recipes. If you see that it doesn't work 100%, no problem. We have other ingredients that we could try to add. It's kind of like a science experiment. Okay, put it in, and then I'm gonna add mine. And I'm also gonna add a little bit more oil, and we'll see how that turns out. If you have some extra oil, add a little bit more oil. And I'll add a little bit more oil. And let's see if it sticks together. Should we try that now? See, my dough looks like it's coming together. Okay, see? Let's see, Kaya. I'm gonna use my hands. You know what the best tool in the kitchen is? A clean wash pen. That's the best tool. Kaya and I washed our hands before we started. Okay, let's see. Almost kind of coming together. Look how nice it is. Keep mixing. Let's see. Okay, my mix is a dough, and Chaya's is almost a dough. We added one more egg, and we added one more dough, and we added a little more oil. Maybe we should add a drop more oil. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, just a drop more oil. Okay. If you have any questions, you can type it in and we will answer you. Okay. Let's go. Oh, it's coming together like a dough. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to take it out of the bowl and we're going to kind of form it into if it's not turning into a cohesive dough, just add a little bit more oil. Well, we added one more egg, so we ended up putting in 3 eggs and a little bit more oil. Look, okay, go wash your hands. Nice. This really came out very nice. Okay, so I guess when the measurements were measured, maybe a little bit more flour than expected came in, or maybe a little bit less of the oil came on inside. No problem, but look, here's the dough. Let's get the dough out of the mixer. Beautiful. Now, who's ready to make Hamentashen out of the dough? I'm ready. I'm going to take this. Okay. Let's get the dough out of the bowl. And let's start. Okay, I'm going to move this away. I'm going to move my very nasty mixer out of the way and my extra oil out of the way. And Kaya, see, cattle. Kaya, your dough really looks beautiful. Okay, are we ready? So here's an easy way. I'm going to kind of just make sure it's mixed well. Here's an easy way to form Hamentash. Okay, so if your dough should look like this. Kaya, show everyone your dough. Or like that. Perfect. It's a nice ball. Okay. I'm going to go wash my hands. Keep mixing your dough until it forms kind of like a ball like this or a flat disc like this. And then we'll start filling it. Okay.
80 people.
How's it going with the Hamentash mixing? Are you guys mixing? Remember, don't despair if it looks like it's not forming into a dough. Realize that when it got measured, they measured like 300 or 400 of these boxes of Hamentash kits. So it might have been that there was a little too much flour or not enough oil. So what we ended up doing is Chaya and I decided, what did we decide? To add another egg and to add a little more oil. And let's see how it comes out. I mean, it can't be bad. It has sugar and flour and fat. Well, some fat is good fat when you mix it together with all the other flavors. So are we ready to start and make our Hamentashen? Okay. So here's an easy way. There are 2 ways to do it, but I'm going to go the easy way. Kaya, you too? No, you want to go the hard way? Well, let's talk about the easy way, the hard way first, and then we'll talk about the easy way. The hard way is to take a rolling pin and roll out the Hamentashen, and then Kaya wants to find the rolling pin. And then, is it in there or it might be on the other side? You roll it out, and then you take a cup and you make a circle, and then you fill it. But I do it a different way. I do it the easier way. Kai's looking for a rolling pin. We should have one. Okay. I take my dough and I scoop a piece off and I make it into a round ball. And I flatten the ball like this, like as if I'm making a mini pizza. Look at this. And now I have a perfect shape. I have a perfect shape to make my Hamantash. Give me 1 sec. Oh, right there, we found the rolling pin. Okay. Kaya wants to do it the hard way. Well, not so much the hard way, but it takes a little bit more effort. I'm going to divide the dough in half. You want to do the whole thing? Okay, Kaya wants to do the whole thing. But you know what? We might need a little flour. Want to try and see if it works without the flour, with not extra flour? Kaya's trying it. Kaya's trying it this way, and I'm going to try it this way. So while Kaya's going to roll it, I'm going to take a bunch of round circles. I'm going to make, I don't know. Let's see how many it makes. I'm going to take some round circles. Maybe about 2 tablespoons. You could make them bigger. Kaya actually said she wanted to make a humongous Hamantash. She said that she does that every year. She makes one humongous Hamantash. Oh, maybe this one's too big. Okay, so you can make them any size you want. It's up to you. It's your choice because it's your Hamentashen. That's what the fun with baking. You can kind of decide how you want it to be. And you know what else you can do? You can actually get any other fillings that you like. So the fillings that came in the kit is maybe a strawberry. This is strawberry-ish.
No, it's jelly.
Which jelly? Do you know the flavor?
Jelly.
I'm gonna smell it. Oh, it smells like strawberry. Strawberry flavor and chocolate chips. You can add other things if you want. You can add apricot jelly. You can add white chocolate chips. You can add peanut butter. You can add poppy seed. Oh, that's my favorite. Poppy seed. Yum, yum, yum. You can add really anything. You can add a mixture. You can add some jam and some chocolate chips in the same Hamentash. I'm going to show you how to fill it. I'm almost done. Okay. I think we're good. Look at that. Okay, so let me see. Kai, you want to count with me to see how many I made out of the filling?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
We made 19 circles, 19 little balls. Okay, plus this one. This one, Kaya. Kaya's working really hard. Kaya, nice, nice, nice. As soon as Kaya is done with doing this, we're gonna get a cup and we're gonna make a circle. Want me to help you drop?
I want to make a giant.
Oh, you want to make a giant Hamantash? Oh, let's kind of. So then we should make it into like this a circle, a big round circle. You know what I realized? Let's see if it comes off. Oh, it does. Okay, now kind of form it with your fingers. Kaya's gonna kind of make a huge Hamantash.
And I want to make 3 small
Okay.
for us.
Okay. All right. So now, while Kaya's making her big, huge, humongous Hamantash, we're gonna flatten these out. We're gonna pretend they're pizzas, and we're gonna flatten them out, and then we're gonna kind of keep going. If you think that your dough is a little sticky, add a little flour underneath your pieces of dough so that they won't stick. Mine look like they're okay. I hope they don't stick. Okay, let's start. Who wants to start with the filling? I think I'm ready to start some of the filling. And I'll do some fillings. You could keep making your circles. Really, it's up to you when you want to start, but I'd like to see how my Hamantash is going to start looking. Done? Wow. Go get a cup, a glass of something with a sharp edge, one of the glasses. Okay. So what I got is a bunch of cute little dessert spoons, like little baby spoons, and I'm going to use it to put my filling in. Okay. So here is a trick. First of all, maybe a little bigger. First of all, don't put too much that filling in because, okay, perfect. Oh, Kaya's shaping hers. Okay, let's see. Let's try to get it out. Kaya, really nice. Wow. You know what? I think what we should probably do is kind of squeeze it a little bit because we want it to be a little bit thinner, but still keep the shape.
All the rest to make it thick.
That's a good idea. Okay. Oh, this is a beautiful circle. Okay. So I'm putting in some jam, but what I'm doing is I'm being careful not to add too much because I don't want it to spill out. I want to see how perfect this is and how the jam is kind of hidden and you see a little peekaboo of jam. So that's what we're going to do here. Ready? So here's how you do it. Who wants to see how I make a circle into a triangle? Nice. Oh, okay. Just a little break to kind of help make a skinny circle.
Make it thin.
Flattening it out. Okay. This one's perfect. Okay, ready? So who's ready to see how I make it? I'm gonna pinch one corner just like this. See how I pinched it? And I pinch it really tight because I don't want it opening. See? Now I'm gonna grab this end and I'm gonna bring it together and pinch it shut. It's okay to ask your mom or dad to help you with this, especially in the beginning. It takes a little bit of practice. You want to make it as tight as possible because when it's in the oven, it tends to open, and I want to try to keep mine shut just with a little peekaboo of jam. Okay, I'm going to put it on my tray right here. I'll move this out of the way and this out of the way. Okay. See, I'm going to put it right here and I'm going to go do another one. This time, I think I'm going to use, you need some help? Okay. You can keep putting filling into yours and Chaya is going to try to make one humongous shaped one. Meanwhile, Chaya's adding filling to hers. And I'm going to try to make a humongous round circle so that I can get a humongous Hamantash. That's what Chaya wants. Okay, it's a little dry. So we're going to kind of pinch it together with the best tool in the kitchen, our fingers. Let's try to make it as smooth as possible. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch them together and I'm going to squeeze. Okay. Let's go. Almost. It's almost a big circle. We're going to try to make a big, humongous Hamentash. Okay, let's just try the rolling pin one more time to kind of get it to squeeze together. How's it going, Chaya? Yeah? Squeeze it tight, tight, tight together so it doesn't open. We just want a little peekaboo of the filling. Okay, I think this is good. How about you, Chaya? That's gorgeous. Show the camera. That's really beautiful. Okay, you want to go put it on the tray? Okay, Chaya's putting hers on the tray. We have 2 so far. Okay. Let's see. Okay, what are you putting in the middle? Chocolate chips. You want to go get some more? Go get some more so that I can show everyone how to use it. You know, get the bag of the mini chocolate chips. Okay, ready? I'm going to use some chocolate. I'm going to put like 4 chocolate chips, maybe 5. Nice. Okay, Chaya's adding some chocolate chips. We're using a whole bunch of chocolate chips. Ready? Okay. So now, everyone ready to see how we do it again? We pinch one side, tight, 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 as tight as can be. And then we lift, 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 and pinch both sides at the same time. There is a little peekaboo. See? And this one got a little stuck to the counter. Chaya, you know what else? You can use chocolate spread. No? No. Okay. 3 beautiful Hamentashen. You ready with this one? Okay. Let's try to do the Hamantash with this. Okay. We're going to squeeze one side. Ooh, has some holes in it. Ready? Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Now we're gonna lift this one. Such an interesting look. Actually, it's a yummy looking Hamantash. Look at this. It has the 3 tight corners with a peekaboo window filled with filling. And is this your favorite chocolate?
Yeah.
That's your favorite? Just remember that this is going to need to be cooked longer than the small one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on a separate tray so that I will let this sit in the oven for longer. Thank you, Chai. Okay, you make sure it's squeezed. All right, I'm gonna stick these in the oven and see what happens. My 350 oven, I'm gonna stick it in, and I'm gonna put the timer on for 10 minutes. And then I'm gonna keep going and making Hamentashen. Guess what? While we're working on our Hamentashen, you guys get to watch the most fun show. In 2 minutes, there's gonna be a ventriloquist. Want to know what that is? Hang on and you'll see. And at the end of the ventriloquist, I will show you how the Hamentashen look and even how they taste. Thanks for joining us in our kitchen. Me and Chaya and I. We had fun. Happy Purim, everyone. We're gonna keep going. Here, you want to use a baby spoon?
Mm-hmm. He's not on yet.
Okay, here's some more. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna actually put them on the side, and then as soon as my tray is ready, I'm gonna put some more on. How you doing? I'm gonna add some chocolate chips to this one. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, I'm gonna pinch it. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Pinch, pinch one side. Pinch, pinch, pinch 2 sides together. Both my hands are working at the same time. How you doing? Here's another beautiful Hamantash. This is so fun. You can put on some music. You can dance while you're making the Hamantash. Ooh, nice, Chaya. Just gonna, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna press it a little. Ooh, you put chocolate chips and jam. That's gonna be a yum yum combo. Okay.
Welcome.
And now, welcome. By the way, while you're watching the ventriloquist, you can still